Today we got a 2016 GMC Sierra and we'll be doing the AC on it. It needs a new AC compressor. Let's get started. Okay, so this is me here just putting up my canopy. It was about 95 degrees this day in Alabama with 65% humidity. So, compressor is right down there. And I gotta take air box off. And I believe that's all I really gotta take off, to be honest with you, to get the compressor out. So let's get that started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and vacuum out the system. Hook up the gauges, hook up the vacuum. There really is nothing like putting on gloves when your hands are already all sweaty. I know you can use powder, but I don't have any, so that's that. They're on. Perfect. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes and we're barely getting at zero. We want to bring it into the negative 30 if we can get there. I have been able to get it on these gauges to negative 30. So let's get there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get our tools ready. Get an 8mm. Throw it over there. Extension. I'm not sure what size it is for the AC compressor yet. I will update you when I get to that point. But to get the air box out, let's go ahead and get it with this. Okay, so while that thing's on your vacuum, which I'm not sure if you can see it, it is getting pretty low. We're almost at negative 30. After we hit negative 30, I will let it sit for about 30 minutes, make sure that it's holding a vacuum, just so that I can ensure that everything is sealed correctly, even though I will be changing all of the seals on the lines, sorry, so that everything is new while we're in there. But other than that, this thing is good to go. Just need to do that compressor, expansion valve, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so on this, you're gonna have this line. You just wanna press that tab down, swivel it out of the way. Same on this side, and then this whole thing will come out for you. Just like that. Wow, look how much room there is. Perfect. AC compressor is right here. This thing is holding out perfect. This is perfect for these gauges. These gauges are a little bit off. That one's pegged. That one's pretty much at 30. It's like a little line off, okay? So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and close these and then shut that off right here. And then I will wait 30 minutes to see if it will hold the pressure. If it holds the pressure, then I know that everything is sealed and we're good. Which I'm pretty sure it is, because when I first got this vehicle, it was filled up with a bunch of pressure, so this thing should be perfectly fine. Just change out that compressor and expansion valve, new seals, and good to go. Okay, go ahead and shut this guy off. Okay, so on this compressor, it has one of these stretch belts. Everybody I've watched, they've just cut them off, but I just seriously walked it off of there. That's that. Next, I'm going to take off the actual AC line, the high and the low, off the compressor, and that is a 13mm. So I can't really show that where it's at, but it's back there somewhere. Okay, right there. Let's get that off. Okay, so I believe it's 13. We might need more extension than that, but for now, we'll get that going. Cool, let's get this thing out. I might have to use a swivel, we'll see. So I'm gonna take this off. This is a 13mm. It's a stud. I'm gonna have to take the actual stud out also. Okay. Try your best not to drop this either, because it won't be fun to get back. Okay, and then here's this one. There's one right over here. You'll see it. And that's the actual bolt that goes through the whole compressor. You can actually see it right there. Alright, you can see I'm getting that guy out. So let me get that out. I couldn't get the high and low lines off until I slide this out a little bit because the angle is terrible. And I don't have a swivel with me. So let's get this compressor out. That's a success. That's a long boy right there. Yes, sir. Okay, so it's time to take this stud out. I'm going to use this as a pointer to show you where it is. Right there is this stud, and that is a 5mm. So I will be using this little guy to crack it loose. Wish me luck. Let's see if it'll come out. That was actually fairly smooth. I'm very happy. Sometimes those kind of things will struggle and break, which I'm happy it didn't. So, praise the Lord. Hot dog, there it is. That is the stud. I like it. To the collection up there. So I wasn't able to film this, sorry, but I was able to get it by swinging the AC compressor back a little bit like that. But if you have a swivel with a deep socket 13, 3/8 ratchet, you'll be able to get that thing out no problem. But I just did not have a swivel with me, so that worked for me. That's the pulley. I'm not sure if you can see this, but just pry it out of there just like that. Okay, I got those unhooked. I'm going to attempt to take it out this way, which, no problem. Perfect. Okay, so here it is. You can just listen to this. No good. This whole thing is just tore up. Okay, you can see the whole outside has totally just wore out. This one, I want to be a little more gentle because this is a new one. Sounds nice. The clutch is not seized up. This one I cannot spin at all, so awesome. Let's get this guy in there. Well, first of all, I'm going to drain all the fluid out, the oil, and then I will fill it up with the right amount. Let's get that going. Okay, so on this guy, go ahead and take this off. It's a 13mm. Okay, if we take off this expansion valve, don't drop it. Man, that was a risky move right there, I'll tell you what. Alright, there's one hose. There's the other. Sweet. Now I just gotta get those two out. Take that bad boy out, take the stud, put the stud on the new one, and we'll be good to go. These are a T25. we're going to be putting this stud onto the expansion valve. I just started to do it now, then while it's on the truck. This is a E7. Cool. That guy's ready to go back on. Holy cow. It's on there. Woo-wee! Okay, so I've gotten everything on so far. I put the high and low side onto the compressor. Expansion valve has new seals. Well, everything has new seals at this point. Plugged everything in. I still need to do the stretch belt and then, yeah, fill it up with Freon. Well, first of all, I'm going to vacuum it, make sure it holds a vacuum and all that good stuff. Fill it up with Freon. Fire this truck on up. Okay, I got the system under a vacuum now. It's been on there for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and close these valves and wait about 30 to 40 minutes. Do another leak down test, make sure that everything is sealed up nicely. And if we're good, then we will introduce Freon into the system. So we'll be back in about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and waited about an hour. I had to go get some Freon. So I say this system is good. All right, I'm going to unhook this, and this is how I will suck up the compressor oil. I'll be sucking it through this hose, opening it up through the low end, and introducing the oil in that way. Okay, so I'll be sucking it through here. This is my PAG oil right here. Got everything buttoned back up. I'm going to start introducing Freon to the system. Tap into the can. Okay. Open the low end. All right. Now I'm going to go start the truck, turn the AC pump on. This thing is completely finished. The AC is ice cold. I wish I had a temperature gauge so I could show you, but I don't have one. So, but this thing is fully done. The customer should be pretty happy.